Hey, this your boy Quan here, and today I'm going to be going over, let's get this one right here, martial arts that I think people should learn, Volume 2. This volume, last volume, I pretty much hit up on maybe 2 or 3 things that I think that would be very nice, that'd be very informative, that'd be very helpful. But on this one, I might get a little bit more interesting, if you will. For example, I don't know if I labeled it before, but pretty much if you are a hairstylist, if you happen to be a person who does hair, who happens to make everybody feel better about their head, that area. One martial art I think you should do, besides self-defense, because I think self-defense is very important, is take up an art that involves kicking. Why? You're going to need your hands to do most of the work. So the more care you take care of those hands, so make sure you can do the small things here and there, the better. One of the best ways I think to do that is to practice a kicking art. Taekwondo, Muay Thai, there's a whole bunch of stuff, but think about focusing on the kicking and how you can make sure you can keep range while dodging and try to use your hands as less as possible. Now, granted, there may be a time you may need to use your hands, but I suggest this because this might be a good way to ensure that even if you get into a fight, that these awesome digits of yours can still do the job, even if it happens to be a high tense situation. So there's that. However, I do happen to have an interesting flip is if you happen to be a massage therapist, which your hands are important, but also your hands also have a lot of muscle building and a lot of stuff that can happen with that. You should definitely probably practice some kind of grappling art because you already have the strength, the hand strength for it, the hand grip for it. So I definitely go for, jiu-jitsu, judo, even like wrestling, like anything that involves grappling, gripping, probably help out a whole bunch. Plus, maybe a little bit of a striking art, just in case if you need to also protect your hands, just like with the hairstyles, have something where you can grab, have a firm grip on something, but when you want to keep a distance away from it, any of the striking arts, and even learning a weapon art. This could be pretty much in the self-defense area for both people, like learning a weapons art, like, Kali, Arnis, Picasso Salat. There's definitely some weapons arts where you can translate a lot to safety and strikes and self-defense with, using weapons, whether it be sticks, whether it be knives, whether it be makeshift weapons. Very interesting stuff. And the last one that I got, and this is the one that I thought would be very interesting to hit up on, is truckers or people who do a lot of driving for a living. And the martial arts that I think would be good for that kind of group is, I want to say, anything that's high active kind of martial arts. Anything that gets not only, one part of your body moving, but a whole part of the body moving. And the 2 martial arts that popped in my head, besides, I guess, taking up MMA, because MMA is a good way to go for it. In fact, MMA is good to go for a lot of these martial arts, but take what you think would be helpful. But besides that, the other martial arts that I would keep in mind is, Kung Fu and Capoeira. And the reason why I choose those 2 martial arts is because those martial arts are very mobile, that definitely influence and use all of your body, your whole body as a unit in some cases, with the forms and everything. And on top of that, you can definitely do those practices once you hone it in as almost a full body exercise, because sitting for long periods of time has been known that is the closest thing to being like smoking cigarettes for a long time, because it weakens the muscles. Sitting for long periods of time can definitely deaden some nerves, shorten some muscles, and do a whole bunch of stuff that can almost be as detrimental as smoking cigarettes. At least that's what some of the stats say. But that is my take on pretty much reversing that, is taking up a highly active martial arts, Kung Fu, Capoeira. I think that'd be pretty much a good way to go about it. But keep keeping that in mind, there's another segment of Who's Training Martial Arts. This is your boy Quan. Hope you enjoy.